They hired him to read the news as long as they didn't have to look at his face. When he refused to disappear, they fired him. Then they tried to break him anyway. Max Robinson was born in Richmond, Virginia in 1939. In 1959, at 20 years old, he walked into a local television station in Portsmouth with something nobody could deny: talent. He beat out every white candidate auditioning for the same job. The station owner saw it, but segregation didn't care about talent. They hired him on one condition: his face could not be visible on television. He would read the news from behind the station logo. His voice would be heard, his body would be hidden. According to historical records, Robinson worked under this arrangement until one night he made a choice. He ordered the logo removed so his family could see him on air. The next day, he was fired. That's where most people would break. That's where most people would give up on broadcasting. Max Robinson didn't. He moved to Washington, D.C. and started over at the bottom. Camera trainee, behind the scenes, invisible again. But he was waiting, learning, building. By 1969, according to documented records, Robinson became the first African-American anchor on a local television news program at WTOP-TV in Washington, D.C. His reporting on the 1968 assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement was so powerful that when Hanafi Muslims took hostages at the Washington Mosque, they refused to speak with anyone but Max Robinson. He had credibility. He had the people's trust. He had become essential. A BC executives noticed. In 1978, Roone Arledge created ABC World News Tonight with 3 anchors. One Frank Reynolds anchored from Washington. Peter Jennings anchored from London. Max Robinson anchored from Chicago. He became the first African-American broadcast network news anchor in the entire history of American television. But here's what they don't tell you. Robinson was isolated, deliberately. While Reynolds and Jennings were in major news hubs, Robinson was in Chicago, a setup that made him geographically and psychologically distant from the decision makers. He was the first, which meant he was the only. Every mistake would reflect on every black person in America. Every stutter, every inflection, every moment of imperfection would be measured against an impossible standard. Robinson knew this. He said it publicly. I am the only black person in this country who is expected to be a monument 24 hours a day. If I trip, if I stutter, if I fail to have the right inflection, it isn't just Max Robinson who failed. It's a failure for every black person in America. So he fought. He fought ABC management over their one-dimensional portrayal of black Americans. He fought their refusal to credit his perspective on stories. He fought the racism he saw embedded in the network's coverage. He showed up in exotic furs and expensive suits to prove a point, that a black man could occupy this space with pride and dignity, but the system was designed to exhaust him. By 1981, Robinson had developed an alcohol dependency. He was diagnosed with depression. He started missing work. By 1983, when Frank Reynolds died, instead of promoting Robinson to sole anchor, ABC relegated him to weekend news and news briefs. They demoted him. They punished him for fighting. He left ABC in 1984. I joined WMAQ in Chicago as the first black anchor there, but couldn't sustain it. The fight had taken everything. By 1985, he was gone from broadcasting. In 1988, Robinson was invited to speak at Howard University School of Communications. He gave a speech urging the next generation of black journalists to keep fighting the war he was about to abandon. That night, he became alarmingly ill. According to medical records, he was diagnosed with AIDS, a diagnosis that would remain largely secret in newsrooms that probably already knew. Max Robinson died on December 20th, 1988, at 49 years old. He had made history as the first black network news anchor. He had inspired generations. He had fought with every ounce of his being to change how America saw itself and its black citizens. And the system that benefited from his breaking point never once looked back to ask if his sacrifice was worth what they took from him. But here's what I need you to understand. Robinson wasn't broken because he failed. Robinson was broken because he succeeded in a system that was designed to punish success from black people. Every barrier he broke created space for others, and that space cost him his life. So when you see black anchors, black journalists, Black representation in media today. Understand that they're standing on the foundation Max Robinson built with his body. Understand the price that was already paid. And ask yourself, what are we doing to make sure the next generation of pioneers doesn't have to pay the same cost? Like this, share this, and follow, because pioneers deserve to be remembered as humans, not monuments.